If you don't watch any other part of this episode, pay attention to this part here because it's going to help you so much when it comes to investing. If you do your own research and do your thing, this is not financial advice. Here we go. Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Latrell in a hoodie, and welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast, where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life through actionable steps and my own personal experiences. In this episode, we're talking about investing. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you where to put your money at, but I want to bring this to your attention because everybody's talking about this Trump coin, or not Trump coin, but Trump stock and all these different things. First, my friend out of Cali was talking about it. Now my coworker's talking about it. And I just want to bring it to light and just let y'all in on a couple things before y'all start investing in, whether it's that or whether it's just investing in general. I want to bring something to light, and that is investing in the hype. That's what we're talking about, investing in the hype, especially this day and age. Past couple of years, cryptocurrency has boomed and a lot more people are getting into it. And the problem with that is they're not truly understanding the fundamentals. They're not truly understanding what's really going on and whether these coins are even really valuable or not. Yes, they may be worth a lot, but that doesn't make them valuable. And so that's what we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna talk about that through the example of this Trump situation. I'm not gonna go into politics and all that good stuff, what he got going on. But as far as this company, the acquisition and all that, that's specifically what I want to get into. That way y'all understand really what's going on in the situation. And that way, when this happens again with something else, whatever it may be, you're able to do your own due diligence and understand what's really going on. So let's get into it. This Trump stock, whatever. What's going on? He has a media company, Trump Media, and it has its own social media website, right? Understand the website isn't doing all that well, right? And so what he's trying to do or what's trying to happen is this DWAC is trying to merge or acquire his company in the process. That way the stock can go up and, he can be saved from what's going on and all that good stuff. So understand with this DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corporation, it is a SPAC corporation. What does that mean? A SPAC company. It is a special purpose acquisition company. And so all that means is they're created, these companies, these SPAC companies are created specifically for acquiring other or existing businesses. And so that's all they're doing is creating a company, raising funds, and then acquiring or merging with existing businesses. They don't have any formal business going on with themselves, otherwise known as a blank check company, but they're acquiring other businesses. And so that's all that's going on with DWAC. Understand Trump will own 60% of the company based on the current market value, current market prices, and Trump's shares are worth more than $3 million. Dollars. And so that will help him in the situation, but there's a lot more going into it. Understand his shares would be locked up for 6 months. So even if the plan does go through and merge happens, whoop de woo, his stuff is still locked up. So the only way he can get around that is by somebody helping him out, giving him a loan the um, backed by the stocks in order for him to get out of his situation, which isn't very ideal. And so, why am I saying this? What's the point of saying all this? If you're going to invest in this stock, understand it is held up by his supporters. Understand it is held up by people who are just investing in it solely because of him. The company, the social media platform isn't doing well at all. It's so the understand the current valuation for the company is 5 billion, but it's only doing 3 million in revenue, which is not very good. So the fundamentals aren't lining up with the with the evaluation of the company. And so that's why you guys need to be aware of this and pay attention to this before just going and investing in companies just because somebody said so, just because somebody said the market's going up, the stock is going up. No, do your own research. Next thing I want to talk about is let me pull it up for y'all. Next thing I want to talk about is the life cycle of the market. And so once I saw this image when I was day trading, I was like, oh yeah, this it makes a lot of sense. And so let's get right into it. Hopefully y'all will see the image, not hopefully. Y'all will see this image and let's get right into it. And so understand this is the psychology of the market of a market cycle. This is how it works. If you don't watch any other part of this episode, pay attention to this part here because it's going to help you so much when it comes to investing. If you do your own research and do your thing, this is not financial advice. Here we go. Understand at the very beginning you have disbelief. This rally will fail like the others, right? And then you get up to hope. A recovery is possible. You have optimism. You have belief. You have thrill. You have euphoria, which is I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. It's at the top. So whenever you got these news anchors and all these people saying, "Hey, we reached the top," that's the point. That's the euphoria part of the market cycle. And then you get complacency. So it drops a little bit, but it's like, hey, it's just a pullback. It's just a retracement. We don't have nothing to worry about. You got to cool down before we continue on. And then you got anxiety. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. So you still got people holding on for dear life. You still have people holding on. And then you got denial. And it's like my investments are with great companies. They gonna come back. Don't worry, they're gonna come back. And then you got panic. And oh crap, everybody's selling. I need to get out, right? And then you got people, I'm getting 100% out of these markets. I can't afford to lose any more money, right? And then you got anger. Who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? You got depression. My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I am an idiot. And then disbelief because the rally's starting back up, which is this is a sucker's rally. So you look at this and you're like, Latrell, this is just a chart. This don't always happen. Bet I got you. I got you. I'm getting back in my day trader's bag, and I'm gonna go ahead and teach y'all a thing or two. Let's start. Let's go ahead and start with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp. This is the one that's trying to merge with Trump's company. Let's do it. Look at that. A spike comes back down. You get that retracement to the top. What's that retracement to the top? That is the complacency of, oh, we good. It's a little pullback. We gonna be all right. And then price drops and drops and then goes right back to the lows. And what is it doing now? Spiking up and then coming back down. Complacency, so on and so forth. So you already see it in the chart right here. It's already here. You can already see it. Let's go to another one. Y'all think I'm playing? Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin's chart because y'all think Latrell, this is just a coincidence. It don't even really look like that. But I got you. I got y'all. I'm about to put y'all on game today. This is Bitcoin back 2017 all the way to July of 2019. Y'all think I'm playing? Look, it's called a market cycle for a reason. It's a cycle. It's going to continue on and on and on. So pay attention to this stuff. Please learn this stuff, especially if you're going to be investing. That way you understand what's going on. This is the exact chart I just showed you, but now this is Bitcoin. Hope, right there. Price is at, excuse me, the price high at this point of Hope was 2,967, and then disbelief, or my bad, it starts with disbelief. You got disbelief right here. It's not really gonna do anything. High is 2,528, and then you have hope, $4,980 per coin. And then it continues up. You got optimism, you have belief, you have thrill. Now, understand when it comes to this stuff right here, the news analysts, the news, all these people, all these journalists, they don't hop onto the train until it's at thrill or euphoria. And so by the time news hears about it, by the time everybody hears about it, it's too late. It's too late. When you hear, my bad. I'm not telling you what to do. When I hear, hey, the market is at an all-time high, the last thing I want to do is buy. The last thing I want to do is buy. Why? Because when it's at an all-time high, look at the chart. What happens? Immediately, price goes down. So do you make it make sense? Do you really want to buy when somebody says, "Hey, the price is at an all-time high"? You really want to get in? That's up to you. But in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, it's not the best time to get in when price makes an all-time high, right? And then you got complacency, so price comes down, retraces closer to the uh, highest point, and then drops. And now we're in a downtrend. And now we got anxiety. And now we're over here in denial. Now we're anger. Now we're, panic. And so you gotta, and then depression, right? And so to understand, and then disbelief. And so understand the difference between Bitcoin and this DWAC is, I'll just stay on Bitcoin. The difference is making a newer higher high. And so it's doing the same exact thing. Market cycle. Go up, retrace back down. Everybody's it's not gonna go back up. And so now we're at an all-time high with Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy at an all-time high. Remember that. I'm not going to buy at an all-time high. So we're going to let it retrace. We're going to let it go back down to these levels. And then I'm going to look for entries because that gives you the best chance of getting a return on your money, right? And so, family, not only am I educating y'all on buying the hype, but I'm also giving y'all a whole investing masterclass. Not an investing masterclass. I'm also giving y'all an insight on how I invest for myself and not for anybody else. And so, family, pay attention to this. Please, please, please pay attention to this because it's a cycle. It happens. You see it for yourself. Pull up both charts right next to each other. They look the exact same. And so that's what's going on here. Is it's going to go down to disbelief and then so on and so forth. But the difference between Bitcoin and again, the other difference between Bitcoin and DWAC is the fact that it's not the fundamentals aren't lining up with the evaluation. And so when the fundamentals of what a company should be doing and what a company should be making in revenue compared to its evaluation, when those don't line up with what it actually is, you should put on your detective hat and figure out what's actually going on. And so that's really what I wanted to talk about today. That's what I wanted to focus on was paying attention to the behind the scenes, paying attention to what's going on. It's a lot easier to do it from the stock market side because you can see all the information about the stocks and all that good stuff. With cryptocurrency, it's different. You gotta kind of just rely on the charts. I mean, you can rely on companies connected to those cryptocurrencies, but majority of the time you're just relying on the hype, what the community's saying, and what's going on in the current market cycle. So keep these things in mind next time you go to invest in a stock or a cryptocurrency or whatever it may be. Look at the market cycle, figure out where it's at. If it's high, you know the rest, right? If it reaches an all-time high, you know the rest. So watch out for that, be careful for that, and let's make smart money decisions. I don't personally invest in any meme coin. I never have. I never will. Uh, yeah, no, I haven't. I had to think about it for a second. I was trying to think if I invested in Doge. I didn't. But understand that you have to be careful with these cryptos, especially because they most of them are hype and they're not utility. And so if you're dealing with something that's just hype, just like this Trump situation, is going to be held up by just a community that only believes in the company. And so you got to be very, very careful with this. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm gonna end it here. I hope y'all enjoying the episodes. If you are, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a 5-star review. Subscribe on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to get my numbers up. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. So it would mean the world if y'all subscribe on YouTube, if y'all subscribe on Spotify, if y'all subscribe on Apple Music and all the other great podcasting platforms. Uh, Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know what y'all don't like. Let me know what I can improve on. Down at the very bottom of the description, there's an option to leave $1, $5, $10 every single month as a donation to the podcast. That way I can continue bringing y'all great value. I ended up buying a video switcher that records as well. So they look, the production is we moving up on the production, but I need y'all's help as well. That way I can get even better cameras. That way we can get even better angles, crispier angles. You know what I'm saying? And we could go from there. So hopefully y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Peace.